Today I'll share a practical guide on how you can create a big change in your life in the next 90 days. You'll be amazed at the transformation you can create when you focus on your goals and put your energy into building the future you want. And I promise you, your turning point will come when you change your daily routine. Because in the words of John Maxwell, you'll never change your life until you change something you do daily. The secret of your success is in your daily routine. I recently completed a 90-day personal growth challenge, and let me tell you, it was life changing. And I want to do it again to finish 2025 strong. But this time, I want to do it with you guys because habit change can be quite challenging, especially if we were trying to do it on our own. But it becomes so much easier when you have that group energy lifting you up and motivating you to keep going and doing your best every single day. And that's why I put together the Life Mastery Challenge to help you create a real change in your life in 90 days. You can join the challenge in the first link in my description, and I'll send you everything you need to succeed. I designed this challenge to be a true turning point in your life. So at the end of the year, you're going to look back and see that this was the moment that everything started to change. And I know that your brain's already creating excuses because 90 days is a long time. I've got so many things going on. I can't do it now. But if you clicked this video and you're still watching, that is because deep down, you know you want better results. You know that you can do things to change your life. And I'm here to help you make that change happen still in 2025. This challenge isn't about creating more demands, pressure, or stress in your life. On the contrary, it is here to create the urgency for you to put yourself first. It's an opportunity for you to take back control and make your goals priority number one every single day. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name's Mary. I'm a doctor turned entrepreneur, and in this channel I talk about personal growth in a very practical way to help you create a real change in your life. If that's your vibe, subscribe to the channel for more videos on creating a wealthier, healthier, and happier life. I'll be sharing more videos on this 90-day challenge series, so if you're interested in that, activate the notifications so you don't miss my next upload. Without further ado, let's dive into the video. The first thing I want to talk about is why doing a challenge in the first place. Because if you're not convinced doing a challenge is worth it, you're not going to do it, and there's no point in me explaining how the challenge works. The Life Mastery Challenge is all about building new habits because, if you're going for bigger goals, you know that just doing one action once isn't enough. You need to be consistent with the actions that you do to actually achieve the goals that you want. And you've probably tried changing your habits before, and most people underestimate how difficult it can be, especially when you're trying to change your habits by yourself without any knowledge on how habits work in the first place and any strategies to make it easier for you to stick to your new habits. And that's why many people fail in changing their habits. And the biggest mistake they make here is to look at their past failures and use that as evidence that they can change, that is just who they are. Instead, I like to look at my past failures and learn from them. Ask questions in relation to why did I fail? How can I make it easier for me? How can I make it more enjoyable for me to build this habit? Before becoming consistent with my workout routine, I was very inconsistent, but I never gave up. And eventually I built that habit, I changed my mindset, and nowadays that feels easy for me. But it only feels easy for me now because I pushed through the hard part until it became easy. So remember, everything is hard before it becomes easy. I personally love challenges. In the past 5 years, I've done so many. I just finished now a yoga challenge. I've done running, cycling, reading, you name it. And nothing boosts your confidence more than seeing something that was once so hard for you become something easy for you. I remember that when I started running, I couldn't run for more than 2 minutes. And eventually, as I built that habit, then I was able to complete 5K, 10K, and eventually even a half marathon. And believe me, I was the type of person who thought they were going to die after running 2 minutes. And seeing that change really gives me confidence to go and change change different areas of my life as well. So if you're struggling with confidence in one particular area of your life, like your health, think about the wins and accomplishments that you have from a different area of your life to use that as a confidence boost. Because if you did that, you can do this too. Anyway, the main purpose of this challenge is to help you live more intentionally. So you can align your short-term actions, the things you do daily, with your long-term goals, what you want to achieve in the future. This challenge is for you if you are ready to commit to your goals. If you understood that there's no perfect time, you've had enough of procrastinating the entire year, and you're ready to let go of this perfectionism kind of mindset that keeps you stuck. The biggest mistake I see people making is that they think that they need to do it perfectly. They are waiting for all the stars to align because in their minds, once that happens, then they will be able to eat perfectly, to work out consistently, etc. And let me tell you, they're going to be stuck in this negative cycle for a long time until they realize there's no perfect time. And this is all about committing to making better decisions, considering the context you have and the different responsibilities and things going on in your life. As an example, I'll be traveling for the next 2 months, and this challenge is 3 months. So I could well say, okay, I'm not going to do it now. I'll wait until next year to start it. But no, I know when next year comes around, there's going to be a different thing going on and I'll create another excuse. So we've had enough of procrastinating and creating excuses for not taking action. This challenge is not about perfection, it is about progress. And to progress, we need to take imperfect action. So let's embrace that. It's not going to be perfect, but we are going to make progress together. Finally, this challenge is for you if you enjoy being part of a group, if you get more motivated when you are maybe working out as part of a group, or even playing on a band, or maybe in work you enjoy sharing your work with other people because that makes you feel more motivated to give your best. If that resonated with you, you know you can achieve more, you're ready to commit and make your goals a priority, and you want to be part of a growth mind community, that means that you qualify for the challenge. So congratulations and welcome to the Life Mastery Challenge. Now let's talk about your next steps. To officially join the challenge, go to the first link in my description and sign up. That's going to give you access to the Life Mastery Club community on Skool. And we're going to be starting this challenge on September 15th. But if you're watching it later, don't worry, sign up anyway because you're going to get access to the community and all the free resources that I created to help you succeed on your habit change. And we'll likely be doing more challenges in the Life Mastery Club too, so you definitely have to join. The main idea of the challenge is that we're going to commit for the next 90 days to doing our best to build new habits that will help us achieve our goals. I know that 90 days is quite a bit of time, and that's why I decided to break down this challenge into 3 phases. Each phase has 30 days, so that gives us 2 opportunities to review our progress, readjust things, so we can start fresh again. And to keep track of our progress, we're going to be using my 30-day habit tracker, which you'll get for free when you join the Life Mastery Club community. So we're going to set the habits for the first 30 days, and then after that, we can review our progress, see how it went, and make adjustments for the next 30-day period. And again, at the end of the 60 days, we're going to review and readjust things for the last 30 days of the challenge. And I'm sure that by the end of the 90 days, you're going to see such a huge difference in your life. So if you had enough of procrastinating and you're ready to make your goals a priority, then hit the first link in the description and I'll send you this habit tracker and also an invitation to join the Life Mastery Club, which is my personal growth community where I'll be hosting this challenge. It is the place where you're going to get the motivation and accountability you so badly need to stay consistent. And I'm so excited for you guys to join because in the community, we will be able to connect and really do this together. Your second step is to set goals, and intentions for this 90-day challenge. So here I want you to imagine that you're meeting your best friend in 3 months from now. What would you love to be telling them that happened in the past 3 months? Maybe you started running, you changed your diet, you lost weight, or maybe you started reading more, playing the piano, whatever the thing is for you. What are the goals? What are the things that you want to be telling them that happened in the past 3 months? If you set goals for the year, this is a great opportunity for you to review them, see which goals you really want to work on and what goals don't really make sense anymore that you can let go. For this challenge, you want to pick 1 to 3 goals that you want to work on, and the less goals, the more progress you can make. And to set more intentional goals, I like to look at the different areas of my life and ask myself, what are the areas that I want to improve? So when you're finished brainstorming and defining your 3 goals, you can write them down in this section of the 30-day habit tracker. In step number 3, you're going to define the habits that you'll be building in the next 30 days. And now you're probably wondering, okay, which habits should I build? And here I'm going to give you some guidance. First, you're going to review your goals and brainstorm 2 to 4 habits that would help you achieve those goals. Second, I recommend that you review my 12 habits for life list, because there included the core habits we're going to be building as a group. And these are habits that help you no matter where you are in life. They include habits like exercise, sleep, diet, plan your day, read, journal, meditate, or limit distractions. You can choose anywhere between 3 to 5 habits from that list. Thirdly, I recommend that you pick 1 to 2 habits related to things that make you feel good. Maybe it is a hobby or something you do for fun, or even something that just makes you happy on a daily basis. Now that you have brainstormed the different habits you could build, I want you to refine them to ensure that it is realistic for you to build those habits in the next 30 days. First, you want to define exactly what the habit is. So if it is reading more, how many pages you want to read? If it is waking up earlier, what time do you want to wake up at? Or if it is spending less time on social media, defining how much time that is for you. And in the second part, you're going to define how many times a week. So is it 2 times a week you want to do that, 3 times, 4 times, and so on. And the reason why we're doing this is because most of the time people don't really think through the habits that they want to build. And it becomes just this very abstract idea, and they are not even sure if they did the habit or didn't do the habit. And if they miss the habit one day, they make it a big thing. But no, you can define how many times a week you want to do it and make it realistic for you. And before you write down the habits in the 30-day habit tracker, definitely make sure to check how realistic it is for you. You can rate these habits from 1 to 5 and take the average. And if the average is above 4, that is a strong indication that it is a little unrealistic. So you need to make your goals easier. It could mean making the habit easier. Instead of reading 20 pages, you read 10 pages. Or it could mean doing it less times per week. Whatever makes sense for you. Another recommendation I have here for you guys is to write these habits down in pencil, and then after the first week, you can go back and review them. Based on how the first week goes, you can make adjustments there to make it easier for you to stick to those habits. And with that, you are all set up for your first 30 days building new habits. Step number 4 is to pick a reward for yourself. It could be something that you've been thinking about doing for the longest time, but you never got around to actually doing it. Now, this is your time to create that excuse to actually do it and set it as a reward for you at the end. You can set monthly rewards here to keep you motivated to complete each of the 30 days, or you can set a bigger reward at the end of 90 days. Think about things that make you happy, that make you feel good, or that are just a little bit of a treat for you. And finally, step number 5 is to invite a friend from real life to do it with you. You can send them this video and tell them that you are thinking about doing this challenge and that you'd love for them to join as well, so you guys can do it together. And that's going to be such a beautiful way for you not to only build a stronger bond with your friend, but also you're going to be way more motivated and accountable to follow through with your challenge. You guys can meet up in real life, do some of the habits together. You can check in with each other and see how you're doing. You can share your wins, your lessons, and even the challenges that you've been facing, so you can help each other. So congratulations, you're all set up for your 90-day challenge. And I've got a flight to catch. I need to run to the airport. So I'm going to do a magic transition here and meet you guys in a different country. Let's go. And we are magically in Brazil now. And after editing this video in my very long trip, I realized that it is already getting pretty long. So I decided to share the 5 strategies that I will use to stay consistent throughout this challenge in a separate video. And I'll also share a dedicated video on how I'm personally doing this challenge. So if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so you don't miss my next uploads. And if you're part of the 1% who not only watched this video until now, but who are also committed to making your goals priority number 1 this year, make sure to join the waitlist for the Life Mastery Club, because that's where you're going to get the extra motivation, accountability, and support that you need to stay consistent throughout this challenge and achieve your goals. And if you're unsure which habits you want to build, watch this video next, because there I shared my 12 habits for life. And I hope to see you there. Bye!